I'm going to show you how you can load proposals from each party's balance sheet into your neutral balance sheet. So I'm just going to jump into my matter here. Now, as you can see, I'm in Party A's balance sheet and I have got a blank proposal one here, but if I click on my heading here, you can see I have previously saved this offer. Now what I can do is I can go into manage my versions and it's going to bring up my saved versions here. Now it's Alex's offer one that I would now like to make it accessible so I can bring it up in my neutral balance sheet. So I'm going to make that accessible now. And I also want to do that for the other side that I have worked through an initial offer with Party B as well. So if I go into their balance sheet, I can double check whether that one has been made accessible. Let me go in, manage my versions. No, I'm going to go in here, and actually I've already made this one accessible, which is why it's telling me that I can revert it back to being private. So now I'm ready to go into my neutral balance sheet session. Now initially I just want to open up my blank working balance sheets, and then I have the option of loading my saved offers or proposals into my balance sheet. So once it opens up here, from my balance sheet drop down here, I can choose to load versions. And you'll see now that I've got these versions displayed. If all my versions were still private, I wouldn't see anything here and I'd need to go back into their balance sheets to make them accessible. So now I'm going to load both of these side by side, and I can easily see where I don't have agreement on the proposals or in the value column as well. So that's how you can load versions into your balance sheet. Now once you start making changes to this, so let's say we're going to agree, or I've got a very big difference there, we're going to agree on the values. You can see it does move those into green. So once I do make some changes here, so for example I'm going to link these ones with the BMW because they do exist there. They've just got duplicate names. And this one here is also missing from Sophia's balance sheet. So I can choose to add that in. And if she doesn't agree on that value there, I can click on that value and make a change like that and just update. Puts it in red because there's no agreement, and because I've just added it to her balance sheet, I can now propose something for her, so she may want to keep that. So just click update. So as you can see, I've made some changes here, and this has saved in my neutral balance sheet. Now you'll see here that I have got the option to update my initial versions with the information that I have just put in here, but I might instead prefer to save them as a new version. So it might be FDR session 1, and I might put a particular time, 11 AM, as to when we worked through that. There we are. So now if I do need to go back into my individual parties balance sheet, so I'm just going to go into Alexander's dashboard now, and we'll have a look at what versions I have available in their individual balance sheets. So now you'll see what has happened here is it has actually updated my working balance sheet with my last session of my neutral balance sheet. Now if I come in here and have a look at my managed versions, you'll see that it does actually save that. It's the same as what is in my working balance sheet, but if I start making changes to this, I will still have this saved in the background. So when you might go out into a breakout session, you can then work through this with Alexander, make a few changes, and it's in your working balance sheet. But if you do need to go back into that saved FDR session, you can do that too. So that's how you can load different versions into your neutral balance sheet, and how you can then save versions and then go back into individual parties' dashboards and keep working.